Hi everybody, it's Tatiana and I have books. I actually just finished watching the live show that Elizabeth over at Books and Pieces did with Thomas from SFF 180. I can never say his channel name right in one try. That's the best I've ever done it. For her Friday reads, this is Friday, October 21st. I don't know when I'm going to upload this, but I do know, as I said before on videos towards the end of the year, I really don't buy for myself after the month of October. So I am pretty damn sure I'm not going to be buying me any books for the rest of the year unless something phenomenal happens that I have been waiting for, which is like the biggest generalization ever because anything that happens with books is phenomenal and I've been waiting for it. So yeah, I won't be buying me any more books for the rest of the year, so I know I can go ahead and do this and pretty much be okay, and then if I get anything over Christmas, then I will share that with you all in January. So I have books from 3 different sellers or selling avenues. I can talk, I promise. Local bookshop, book outlet, Amazon. So we're gonna start with the local bookshops. The first book that I'm gonna show is a hardback copy of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I kid you not, I just told my mother like maybe on the 16th or the 17th, so this week, that I needed to or wanted to repurchase books 1 through 4 of the Harry Potter series in hardback because I have 5 through 7 in hardback, and I reread 1 through 4 so much that those paperback copies are falling apart. Like Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban the spine is so broken, and I think that's the one that the cover actually came off of, and Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets isn't that far behind. So went to a local bookshop that I'd been meaning to go to for a while. Actually went, and I was so surprised that she had this because I'm like, who gives away Harry Potter? Somebody who wanted to support me. So picked this up. Then I got The Vampire Armand by Anne Rice. I read this when I was in college in part. I didn't finish it because of what my schedule was. This was probably actually the last book that I started before my studies got intense while I was in college, and I took a break and then I didn't read again until I started reading Harry Potter. So picked this up because I have Queen of the Damned, Interview with the Vampire, and The Vampire Lestat, and yeah, so I wanted this. I'm not gonna get all of the vampire books, but in the Interview with the Vampire movie, I really liked Armand. Then, this is not a book, but I was so excited when I saw it, and you won't believe how much I paid for it. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. Let's see, can you see that? No. You see his face though. That says $12.50. This is season 2 of Angel. I own season 1 and then somehow managed to buy season 3 without getting season 2. And so for years I've been saying I'm going to get season 2, but I'm going to wait until it's not as much as it is, because as old as it is, I think I should pay less for it, considering I bought the other 2 seasons. My own reasoning, whether or not it makes sense to anybody, but she had it for $12.50, and the DVDs are in very good condition. Very good condition. So yes, I got it. And now here are the books that I got from Book Outlet. The first 2 are both by the same author. I got Binti by Nnedi Okorafor, and this is what Book Outlet sent it in. And when I went to get it, I was like, how the heck are you sending 3 books in this? I did not realize, like everybody says how small this book is. I didn't realize that it was literally this small, like my finger versus the book. It's literally that skinny. So Dewey's 24-hour readathon is tomorrow. I may just read this as part of the readathon tomorrow and replace a graphic novel that I was going to read with this because I really want to read it. And then I got The Book of the Phoenix, also by Nnedi Okorafor. Really excited to read this. This makes, I have quite a few books by Nnedi Okorafor now. Ask me how many I've read. Zero. The next book that I got is a book that I already read. It was the book that I read first during the year, and I wasn't going to buy it. I was just going to read it at the library. But then I saw the cover for the second book, and I was like, holy shit, it's gorgeous. So I kind of wanted the second book, but you can't own book 2 without owning book 1. It's like movie trilogies or duologies, whatever. You can't own the second one without owning the first one. So I went ahead and picked it up, and that is Walk on Earth, a Stranger by Rae Carson. I will link my review of this above. Loved this story. And so, yes, I was excited. So when I first went to Book Outlet a couple of weeks ago, they'd had it, and by the time I went to finish my purchase, they had sold out of them, even though I had added it to my cart. So I was like, damn it. So I just saved everything else for later, and then Book Outlet sent me an email saying, hey, we got this back in stock. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. But then I decided to order Like a River Glorious. Look at how gorgeous this cover is. I decided to order this from Amazon. So I said, you know what? Go ahead and get it. So yeah, this is the first book I'm showing y'all from Amazon. I squeed so hard when I opened up the box that my books from Amazon came in, because I don't think, like, this, I cannot properly verbalize. This is getting really, really long. I'm gonna shut the hell up. I also ordered Labyrinth Lost by Zoraida Cordova. I had to look and make sure that I had her last name right, because I know a Zoraida, and Cordova is not her last name, so I didn't want to say the wrong name. It's about, it's Hispanic origins, but it's about a girl who is a bruja and does not want to be a bruja, so she attempts to do something to no longer be a bruja, and oops, stuff happens. So I, number one, love the cover. Number two, I am reading currently the 50 Seconds a Dayla. I'm hoping to finish that tonight, and really enjoying it. And so it just made me, and that's like steeped in Aztec and Mayan historical fiction with fantasy tossed into there as well. And I'm really enjoying it. And I don't read a lot of Hispanic based books, or not as much as I would like to read, and I'm really enjoying the 50 Seconds, so I wanted to pick this up after I heard so many good things about it. And look at this cover. This is everything. And then I got, like, y'all, this is the illustrated edition of book 2. I have book 1. That's all I'm going to say, because I have talked way too much, and when I get to gushing about stuff, if you're subscribed to my channel, you know how it goes. So that's all that I have. I'm lying. Okay, so we're not even going to pretend like this isn't a different day, or like I don't have a completely different outfit on, or like I didn't order more books. We're also not going to pretend that I don't look as tired as I feel, because it's been an exceptionally long day today. But what we are going to do, I'm saying we, like this we is more than just me. What I am going to do is show you the books that I just got in the mail today, and just going to throw this on the end of the original book haul that I recorded instead of having 2 videos. So this was a small book order, but nonetheless, I got Postal Volume 2. If you saw my Dewey wrap up, you saw that I read Volume 1 of this and really, really liked it. And I read part of the first issue on the back of the first volume of The Tithe, I think. And yeah, it just was more than what I expected it to be, and that was a good thing. So I wanted to see what happens next. And I also picked up Giant Days Volume 3. I tried to wait for my comic book store to get it, but I caught them twice and they didn't have it, and Amazon did. And then I also got A Torch Against the Night by Sabaa Tahir. I read An Ember in the Ashes last year, or earlier this year. I think it was last year. And it was okay. It wasn't for me the phenomenon. I'm so tired that it was for a lot of other people who read it, but I did enjoy it, and I wanted to read the second book, and so I just went ahead and bought it because, again, this cover looks nice, and it's blue. It's something about blue covers that are coming out now. Not that make me want to buy them, but like all of the books that I was interested in reading or continuing with have blue covers. So yeah, that is all that I got in this book. I see that was small. So back to the other one. I got single issue comics. Okay, I had to make sure they were in order. I have 4 single issue comics that I picked up from my comic book store. The first 2, I'm surprised that I waited as long to get them as I did because I've just been anticipating them. They are Black Panther #5 and Black Panther #6. And then I also picked up The Mighty Thor Volume 3 and Volume 4. I started this. I don't know if I'm going to continue with this, which kind of makes me feel bad because what my comic book store does is when the new issues come in, they put them, if you have them on your list of things that you want to read, they put them in your folder, and all you have to do is just ask them to look at your folder for what's in there. I only got these 2 because I don't know if I want to continue with this. If you are not familiar with where the series is going now that Thor is a female, and it's the doctor or the scientist that stop reading, that was with Thor, that Natalie Portman played in the movie, is now Thor, and she has cancer, and she's going through cancer treatment. But when she becomes Thor, because Thor's disappeared, when she becomes Thor by taking the hammer because she's become worthy, it flushes all of the toxins from chemo out of her body. So every time she goes into chemo, it's like it's the first chemo treatment, and so the cancer is steadily progressing when she's not Thor. But when she is Thor, she's perfectly healthy. And so yeah, that's what's going on with that. But the storyline beyond that, I don't know if I'm 100% feeling. So I'm going to give these 2 a go and see how I feel after that. Okay, this is long enough. Thank you all for watching. If you like this, thumbs it up. If you want to see more, subscribe. And have a good weekend, whenever you see this video. Peace out.